Hello and welcome to Elecspo, and Leeds United are a Premier League club once again. Marcelo Bielsa's side have won the championship, meaning they'll be playing in the top flight for the first time since 2004. The other day we used Football Manager 2020 to see how they look in 2025, but today we're going old school and booting up Football Manager 2015 to see if they predicted similar success for Leeds as in reality. So here we go, this is Leeds United in 2020 according to Football Manager 2015. Well, sorry Leeds fans, it's bad news, you're still in the championship. That's where they've been throughout the simulation, unable to navigate the tricky waters of the championship. Only once did they come close to promotion, reaching the playoffs in 2017 where they lost in the semis to Fulham. Other than that, they've been a mid-table team, ending the 2019-20 season in 12th place. They haven't had as many managers as in reality, with Neil Redfern amazingly staying in the job for 3 years. Once he left, Gus Poyet came in, and after him was Roberto Martinez, a pretty big name in the Ellen Road dugout that isn't Marcelo Bielsa. Now they've got John Sheridan in charge and they start the new season with a 4-3 win over Rotherham, so let's have a look at the team. In goals, Carl Darlow. Carl Darlow was kicking off his third season as Leeds' number one, and it was a mad start where he managed to concede 3 goals yet still come out with an average rating of 7.7. He has to do better than he did the year before though, where he conceded 78 goals, 23 more than he did in his first season. Darlow was a solid championship number one and only cost the club 500 grand, at least he's never been banned for racially abusing another player. Leeds have also got Jordan Pickford in the reserves, but he didn't really have any great potential 5 years ago according to FM. Clearly they knew all about his little arms. Centre back was Matthias Bossarts. Man City went through a phase of trying to get the next Vincent Kompany by signing any young Belgian defender, and that's exactly how Matthias Bossarts ended up in England. His FM career was just loan move after loan move before he joined Leeds from Birmingham for 775 grand. Christ, I love these lower fees, not the ridiculous numbers going around with Football Manager 2020. This game was the Belgian's debut and it was a decent start life at Ellen Road. He was alongside Jack Baldwin. Playing for Bristol Rovers in reality after being released by the club who put his face on Netflix, Jack Baldwin isn't great in this Leeds team and it's a wonder why he plays so much. They gave him his first experience of championship football, and at 900 grand they'll probably wish they hadn't have bothered. The third centre back was Jake Cooper. The big transfer fees keep on coming, as Leeds actually paid more than £1 million for Jake Cooper. The Rotherham game was actually his debut, and it went pretty poorly with a rating of 6.5, and now he's found himself in the reserves. No idea what's happened there, but Leeds do have other options at the back, including Nathan Ake. Although it's not quite as good as it sounds, as Ake was absolutely awful on Football Manager 2015, a far cry from the man who Man City want to sign right now. Right wing back was Sam Morsy. John Sheridan was using a 3-5-2 formation at Leeds, with Sam Morsy the club's resident right wing back. He cost 525 grand from Chesterfield in 2018 and he's actually been pretty good. Although he's got no competition either and he didn't play every game last season, so maybe there's been a change of system along the way. Either way, he's been better than Luke Ayling, who's now playing for Burnley in League One. God, a lot's changed in 5 years. On the left was Riza Demisi. This Danish international is doing the same job as Sam Morsy but on the left, however he seems to be much less successful. Demisi was poor in his first season after arriving from Leicester and he started this season poorly as well. He's a Lazio player in reality, having had his loan spell at Nice cut short because of the old corona. I was about to suggest that Leeds might be better going to a flat back four because they've got someone like Danny Simpson in their ranks. But then I looked at his average ratings and realised exactly why he's not playing. I mean, yikes, that's as ugly as Forest's playoff collapse. In the middle was Jesse Pye. Leeds have got 3 in the middle, and Jesse Pye is another new arrival at Ellen Road. He cost £1.6 million from Forest and kicked off his Leeds career with an assist on his debut, which is pretty good going for the Frenchman. Sadly his shirt number is 7, when really it should be 3.142. Small joke there for all you math fans out there, I know there's a lot of you. He was alongside Andrew Sermon. Signed on a free from Bournemouth in 2018, Andrew Sermon had a great first season I think, getting 12 assists for his new club. Yet somehow his average rating was lower than a 7, suggesting that everything else he did in a Leeds shirt was absolutely gash. Can I say gash on YouTube? Gash. Anyway, he started awfully in the win over Rotherham, suggesting maybe he's not the main man for a hopeful promotion push this season. Although I suppose he's better than Harry Arter, another ex-Bournemouth man at Leeds, and another guy who's doing absolutely terrible on an old Football Manager, which I can imagine must keep him awake at night. Next up is Matt Grimes. Finally we have someone who's consistently playing well in a Leeds shirt. Signed from Swansea in 2017, you can see from his averages how good Grimesy's been. I don't know if he gets called Grimesy, but I'm going to go for it. Anyway, he's consistently sound in the middle, unlike the majority of his teammates who seem to have been playing like competition winners. That's everyone except for captain Adam Lallana, who was missing for the opening day win over Rotherham. But the Liverpool title winner moved to Leeds on a free and has been tearing up the championship, and I bet he'd fit in well into Bielsa if this transfer actually happened this summer. Up front was Darwin Machis. This guy bagged a brace on the opening day, and Machis has been sound in front of goal ever since he joined the club, something that Patrick Bamford longs for. I don't know why I'm slagging off a lad who's just won promotion. I bet Machis doesn't run the channels or work as hard off the ball as Bamford would. I've got your back, Paddy. Either way, Machis is 27 and cost £2.1 million from Granada, which sounds like a typical Victor Orta signing, although I don't actually think he was at Leeds at this point in time. And finally we've got Andy Delors. The scorer of the other two goals against Rotherham, it was the perfect Leeds debut for Andy Delors. The Frenchman cost just shy of £1 million from Burnley and needed a bright start with big names breathing down his neck. First up, Leeds have got Championship Supremo Dwight Gale waiting to return from injury, while there's also a footballing legend sitting in the reserves. Yes, Lord Bentner is a Leeds United player. I mean, he's on the transfer list with an asking price of 120 grand, but hey, at least he's there. Well, what a squad that is. And Leeds fans, just in case you weren't sure about exactly how lucky you are not to have this football manager team, Adam Johnson's also there as well, classing up the joint with his prison overalls and creepy smile. So there we go, that's Leeds United in 2020 according to Football Manager 2015, what a mad team. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. As always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Elecspo, and until next time we will see you around.